Want to see some comic strips getting inked all the way from start to finish? Then this is a video you need to check out. Hello everybody, it's me, your old pal Max West. As you know, I draw comics. I also do children's picture books. And today I'm going to be doing some inking of two Poison Ivy Gulch strips. I'm going to see if I can finish both of these in one video. We'll be doing all the inking here from start to end. This is going to be a long video, so you might want to get a sandwich. Alright. Now here we go. Just give this the once over here. Alright, now I've got my inking supplies. I got my India ink. Got a jar of water, a paper towel for cleaning the pen. And this is my tool. I use the Speedball C6 nib. Alright, let's get started here. Alright. Doing a comic. This comic strip contains martial art. He's the law of Poison Ivy Gulch. After having penciled the letters here with a mechanical pencil, a ruler, and an Ames lettering guide, I ink them with the Speedball C6 nib. This takes practice, but it's important to remember, anyone can draw. This is a skill that can be learned. It takes getting used to working with the dipping pen. Yep. You have to have a rhythm of sorts, you know, constantly dipping it in your jar of ink there to recharge it. Yep, there's a pun here. Well, show me a burned post office, and I'll show you blackmail. Get it? Blackmail. See what I did there? It's quite a pun. Alright, let's just clean the pen here. I'm going to let this dry for a bit while I move on to my second comic strip there. It's drying on another table I've got set up. Now, as I've said many times before, I prefer inking the old-fashioned way. Quite a sound effect. Yep. Ace is being a little boy, you know, getting into trouble. And Lotta, his guardian here, has to yell at him. There we go. Ooh, Ace broke Lotta's spice rack. Yeah. It's implied that that destroyed a lot of her spices she uses for cooking. And Lotta is a pretty good cook. Of course, they had to use whatever ingredients they could get in the Old West. Alright, there we go. I've lettered that. Alright. Now next I'm going to do the panels here. As you know, I do very thick lines on my comic strip panels. When it comes to those, I use a very big nib. This here is the Speedball C4. Gives a nice, thick, fat line. Yep, I'm going to draw in the panels now. I'm not pleased with some of the early Poison Ivy Gulch comic strips I did, but I've steadily improved. As I said before, you know, you learn by doing. No art school, no fancy degree, no snobby teacher can teach you how to draw. They can help, but ultimately you learn how to draw by doing it yourself. By actually drawing. Practice as much as you can. Look at books for guidance. You know, take life drawing classes wherever you can. Yes, I've done that. I've drawn from live models, both with and without clothing. Alright, there we go. I've got the panels inked. Now it's time to switch over to this one. Alright, let's get the other one inked. After that, I'm going to do the speech balloons. We let them dry. And then, after that, I ink the figures, let them dry. Then I erase the pencils, mask in areas of black with black ink, and then I'm all done. Go. Alright, let me just clean the pen here. Just take a quick break. I'll rest my hands and such. It's best to take frequent breaks when you're drawing, especially for long periods of time. Stand up and stretch. Now rotate your limbs and your hands and your fingers. You really, when you draw, be it manga or webcomics or superheroes, you really have to take good care of your hands. I know that's been an issue with a lot of manga artists, overworking themselves to the point of hospitalization, health problems, or even death. Alright. I'm going to sketch in do some of the speech balloons here. For that, I switch over to my workhorse, which is the 512 nib from Speedball. Alright. Speedball 512 nib coming right up. Alright. Go. Let me just do the speech balloons here. We'll let that sit and dry for a few minutes. There we go. Very good. Alright, let's take a short break there. It is my goal next year to crowdfund the first Poison Ivy Gulch book. I am starting to give some serious thought to that. The book is probably going to be called Poison Ivy Gulch Saddles Up. I'm keeping it quiet for the purposes of the video, although usually when I ink my comics, be it this or Sunnyvale or anything else, I like to have my TV on. I might be tuned into a streaming service like YouTube or Netflix or Tubi, or I might have one of my many DVDs or Blu-rays playing. It helps to inspire me. Here, again, that big mustache and that bulbous nose that the Marshal has. Also do that big hat of his. Just inking some of the stuff here on the marshal's desk. Do that wanted poster here. Alright, there we are. Do that big mustache here. It's looking very good here. It'll look even better once it's fully inked in. Again, don't worry about what other people will think. Draw what you want. Do the best you can. Learn. You only learn by doing. We go. Now, while that dries, usually as a general rule, I let comic strips or comic pages dry for about 30 minutes and let them dry. Then I erase everything. I erase the pencil lines. Also, it's good to have some refreshment by your table, like water. I try to avoid junk food as much as possible. You know, no sugary sodas or sports drinks or stuff like that. I stick to water or carbonated water and stuff like that. I will take caffeine. I do drink coffee. Sometimes a low-calorie energy drink as well. I hear manga artists really like caffeine, or sometimes these tonic medicine drinks. Don't take too much caffeine. Don't drink several cups of coffee before you start drawing. Alright, let's work here on Lotta. Yep, she's yelling at Ace, so she has a very big mouth here, just yelling at him. She has to lay down the law. I mean, it's not just the damage. She cooks a lot with those spices, and As you can imagine, those were hard to get out west. Alright, here we go. There we go. There we go, we got a lot of inked in. Let me just do ace and then this last panel. Yeah, ace is looking pretty sad here. I bet you feel sorry for him, I certainly do. Probably both because he's being yelled at, and he knows he was wrong to destroy the spice rack there, even if it was an accident. Oh, but in spite of what he does, you know, Lotta still loves him. There. Just let this dry. There we go. I'm going to let these dry and take a short break, have a little refreshment. You take a stretch break too. And once all this finishes drying, I need to start erasing the pencil lines. But I'll only do that after everything is fully dried. I honestly don't want to end up smearing anything. Don't want to end up with a big mess here. Yep. Actually, this may take some time. I'm going to end the video here. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below. Hit the bell icon as well, to be notified of whenever I do new videos. And if you want to check out more of my comics, just check the links in the description below. That's Poison Ivy Gulch that I draw. Until next time, everybody, this is me, your old pal Max West, saying goodbye.